Hey Google, turn on the lights in the shred shed.
Sorry, it looks like that device hasn't been set up yet. You can do that in the Google Home app.
Yeah, that'll have to wait. So that whole Google thing doesn't actually work because I'm filming on my phone. Basically, I've only got the Google Assistant on my phone. I haven't actually got the Google Home yet. I'm going to get a Google Home to put in here, and I need to get the smart lights, smart socket, and everything else. So basically, I'll be able to walk in and say, hey Google, turn on the light. Apologise if that set your own devices off. So today, as you'll have told by the title, I am going to be doing a quick tour on my bike shed because since my last video a few weeks back, it has changed drastically. So much better now, looks way better, functions way better. It is like a proper bike shed now. So I'm really happy about that. But long story short, I'm doing this video because I didn't go riding last weekend. Instead, I was in here doing some work. It's mostly just because the conditions are so horrible at the minute. And as you can see behind me, my bike is filthy. And it's been a case of I clean my bike, I ride it, it gets filthy, I'm cleaning it, riding it, cleaning it, riding it. It's just never ending. So some rides I don't tend to clean it, I just tend to wipe it all off and make everything like components, gears and stuff, just clean them off. But I don't tend to clean the frame that often, only unless it's really muddy like it is now. So I will be doing that later. Hopefully not in here, it depends how cold it is outside. But anyway, let's get into the tour and show you what's changed in here. Here we then have my sticker wall. Now a lot of these aren't actually stickers, for example the RockShox Cube logo, these GoPro ones, not that one, that one's a real sticker, Trek logo, but the rest of them are stickers. So over time I'm hoping to make this even bigger, go all the way down to the bottom. As I said, them helmets are old helmets, we don't use them anymore. So we have the Bell logo, which we've got the helmet, the GoPro, it came with the GoPro. Over here we have our Morzine 2020 logo in colour. I don't think you've actually seen that yet. You've seen the black and white one, but not the colour. I have quite a few colour variants. We then have our Redemption 19 logo, which didn't actually happen, but I just made it to see how good I was at making logos. It wasn't actually a planned trip. We then have our Right Let's Go logo. This is because someone we know, they always say, come on, right, let's go. So we made a little logo for that. We then have our Just Ride 20, which we are planning to do quite soon. So that includes going to the Forest of Dean Bike Park Wales and Athen. And yeah, so they are my main stickers. I need to put my logo on there, but that'll look good once it's fully done. Now looking up across the ceiling, you may notice something is different. I've got quite a lot of masking tape on the ceiling. Now I don't know if you can read, but it will, once it's finished, spell out the shred shed. Now, I came up with this name last week. I was sitting there, just kept thinking to myself for names for the shed. I just could not come up with one. And then for some reason I saw something and the word shred came up. And I thought, oh, it rhymes with shed. So I just thought that was a great name, the shred shed. So it will say the shred shed in black. I've still got to do the S's in masking tape. I've done all the other letters. And then I'm going to have to paint it on or spray paint it on yet. I'm still deciding on that. But once that's done, that'll look really good, because then we'll have the big logo on the wall there, and then the shred shed up here. So moving up here, you'll have already seen this, but this is my calendar. I have it on the wall. I got it for free in one of my MB UK magazines. So it's on March at the minute, of course, because I think the date is March the 11th. Yeah, it's March 11th. So yeah, as you can see, April, May, and so on. So I change that every month. So as you all know, this floor has been fitted since my bike shed video, which was, I think it was the 7th of February. Now, it's held up well. I'm still really happy with how it looks. It does get very dirty very quickly, so you do have to be careful with that, especially when we were building in here last Saturday. I will show you the desk eventually, but I do have to clean it often. I haven't cleaned it yet, so it's still quite muddy, but once I've cleaned it, that'll look much better. And then up here, we then have my trail maps. So you've seen these before, they were sort of all the way along here. However, they're now much better, they look better because they haven't got all this stuff underneath them. So I have my Thetford, Brandon, Viking Trail. Now, I actually made these myself. So I went to IKEA, bought some frames for £6, and I then made the images. Because you can't actually get a trail map for Thetford or anything like that, because they just don't do them. So I made all this route, got it off Strava, removed the background, put in the distance, found the elevation all that sort of stuff. They probably take about an hour and a half each just to make the image, but it's totally worth it. It suits the bike shed, they look well. The only thing is, because this is quite a cold room and doesn't have any real heating at the minute, the frames have warped slightly, which is why I've got some black tape across them to cover up the gaps so you can't really see it. But it's nothing major, they still look really good. And because they've all warped the same, they're not all different, so it doesn't really look too bad. But anyway, so I'm happy with these as well. Over here we used to have a bookshelf, as you may remember, and there used to be some filing cabinets over there. They've now gone luckily, so I've got much more space here. Notice I also have my Trail Trial logo on my laptop. That's just to cover up the logo if it's ever in any videos. And yeah, so let's get onto the desk, the best bit of this shed really now. So this is the first time you're seeing this. This is my brand new desk. It looks really good. We built it last Saturday. We spent about probably 12 hours building it. It's really good. So a lot of it is actually wood that we had. So we had these, we had these. The only bits we had to buy was the MDF that goes on the top. So it's a really good design, really sturdy. So yeah, this is, as you can see up here, this is my work surface. So I have this black rubber coating, which I've explained in previous videos. Just sort of lays on the top, it's where you can place all your tools. It's got this top shelf, and unlike the last one, it's then got the shelf below, then storage underneath. Underneath is where I keep all my boxes and towels and just rubbish that I sort of want out of the way. On the top is normally open, it's where I put my stuff. And then I'll show you this now. So this is my shelf below. I now keep all my camera stuff in here. So as you can see, this is my GoPro junk box, as I call it. It isn't actually junk, it's just basically got all of my GoPro gear in. So cases, accessories, not my main stuff I use for mountain biking, that's all over here. We then have our two helmets, Bell Super 2R, mine at the back, Bell Super 3R at the front. That's basically the newer one of mine, but they're pretty much the same helmet. I would like to get mine properly resprayed at some point, maybe like a white and grey colour, but we'll see. This is my little charging station I have in here. So it's what I did is we had this old sort of box. So I drilled a couple of holes in the back of it, and basically it's just a space to charge all my gear. So over at the back there, I have my Zhiyun charger for the Zhiyun batteries for the gimbal. There I have Hero 4 charger to charge the Hero 4 batteries. And then I have some loose cables sticking out here. So as you can see, my Hero 8 is charging at the minute, my Hero 6 is charging them batteries, and I think I've got a gimbal lead in here somewhere. At the back there, I then have some more little boxes which have some cables in and stuff for other cameras. I then have my old Garmin Virb there, the waterproof housing for my Hero 8, and the Zhiyun Tech gimbal. That's sort of my backup gimbal, but that all sits in there perfect. And as I said, there's all the junk below, like towels, old towels to clean the bikes, boxes and stuff, so they're not really essential, so they can stay under there out of the way. So you're also probably wondering where I keep my cameras. Now, this is something I came up with yesterday. I personally quite like it because they're all basically in one thing. So on my shelf down here, I have what I call the GoPro rack. So you're probably thinking, oh, there's a lot of cameras on there. Yes, there is. There's actually 7 on there in total, 6 of which are real GoPros, 1 of which isn't. So I have the Hero 8 that's mounted on here. I'll move a bit closer to the camera. The Hero 7 goes here, that's fully charged. Hero 6 Black goes here, but that's also charging. Hero 4 Black, Hero 4 Silver, Hero 4 Session, and the SJ Cam SJ7. I did leave a bit of room at the end so I can carry it. It's just handy because then all your cameras on one thing, so if you've got to take all of them somewhere, then you can just pick this up and take it. It's not the most convenient, but it certainly works well, because then if it's below on the desk, I can just slide it out and they're all there. Now I just clip off which ones I need and which ones I don't need. So they stay under there, really handy. I really like that idea. And yeah, that is it really for the bike shed. So you've seen probably that quite a lot has changed now. I'm really happy with how it's come out. I'm about to try and paint the Shred Shed logo on. And yeah, I also need to work on my bike. I've got to probably re-grease a couple of things, get a bit of the mud off. Could do with a bit of a clean and service. Oh, also, while I'm here, if you think this is normal or not, please comment in the video. please comment down below, because I really want to know if this is normal or not. Now, you may remember me saying quite a while ago that my bike has been clicking. Now, it is only when I turn right. It's typical, I'm not doing it now, but it's only when you turn right. When you turn left, absolutely fine. Now, is what I think it is, and I've come to conclude, is that the dropper lever is this side of the bike, so it's here, for my left hand of course, but the cable also internally routes this side of the frame as well, so the cable's sort of really stretched, so when you move the bike around, the cable probably doesn't move as well as it would this side. So is what I'd like to do is get this cable rerouted to have it move from this side to go round the frame and into this side, exactly the same as the brakes, so then that way it'll be much smoother. It won't put a lot of pressure on the cables like it is at the minute, and hopefully that'll be better with no clicking. So please comment down below if this is normal or not. I don't think I've ever seen a bike that has a cable going the same side as the lever, but that might just be me. But anyway, so hopefully then that will stop the clicking. This is the one thing with Trek Remedies, and it's the thing a lot of people say, they need a lot of maintenance. You get quite a few creaks, noises, because there's just so much technology on them, like ABP, minnow links, knock blocks, all that. So you have a lot to look after, but it's a good bike. I would like to, as I've mentioned in previous videos, upgrade the shock to a Super Deluxe. So hopefully I can do that soon, and get some clip pedals. But I'm going to get ones that are flat one side and clip the other. But that'll be good once it's done. This is my bike shed. This will be my bike shed. Maybe in the summer I'll do some more upgrades, but for now, it's good as it is. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trail.